a student in my last year of Master of Marine Ecosystem Management, and I'm here for my end of study internship for 6 months. I'm here since 2 months, and I will explain you a little bit my project about the sustainability of fishing with the fishermen. So first, the main idea was to work with the fishermen. I didn't know before come on Elafonisos what will this project, and after a few discussions with some fishermen, they told me that they have two issues, two species, in fact, invasive species and toxic one, the lionfish and the lagopsaro. This is je n'ai plus le nom. Anyway, I will I will explain you later, and I will talk you about the lionfish. So the first idea is the lionfish is on the family of the Scupedia, and there is two species on the genus. This genus is Pterois, and the difference are very difficult to find, but it's globally the same, okay? And it's very important to notice that it's very different than the Lagopsaro, because this species is very dangerous. All the skin and the entrails of these animals are toxic, and it could be dangerous and maybe fatal for human if you consume him. So the difference with this species is, okay, the lionfish is venomous, the spines are venomous, but this one is more dangerous than lionfish. Look, I will focus on the lionfish. Okay, that's why. So the thing is, the habitat of this species, the distribution origin is the Indian Ocean over there, and the Red Sea, just here. And you can see the Suez Canal over there. And you can see also the two species, but in the same genus. And you can see that there is a lot of other species all the world. And as I said before, so it was just here and on the sea right over there, and now is on the old ocean and sea. So it's a big issues. And the first appearance was in 2015. So because of the opening of the Suez Canal, a lot of lionfish grow up and move on the Mediterranean seas. That's why these few years before we found a lot of this lionfish. But the causes are also the warming waters due to the climate change, and also the natural disasters that cause aquarium individual to escape, because on the Florida, I don't remember, sorry, the years, an aquarium was destroyed by the storm, and some 6 individuals was escaping, and that's product consequences, and they grow up after on the sea, so it's very horrible. Anyway, so also these species are the specific, okay, and because the female can be reproduced, are rapid reproduction, up to 40,000 eggs, and laid every 4 days. So it's 2 million eggs per year. It's horrible. This is very harmful. So this lionfish has no predators on the sea, on the Mediterranean seas, except on the Red Sea, but it's not the same ecosystem, so we have not the same species on Mediterranean seas. Okay. And this is a carnivorous species, so he can hit many species, commercial species also. So this is the causes, okay? It was the causes. This is now the living environment of this species, and as you can see, he can live on many environments, and it can be also in the areas up to 55 meters deep. So he can do everything he wants, I think. But anyway, next one, please. Okay, now I will I will speak about the problems of these fishes. So first, as I said before, this fish has too few predators, and these predators, as you can see, so is the groupers, the shark and the trumpet fish. I think it's one. They are not enough to regulate the population. It's not efficient, and there are so few and not many. So that's why it's not enough. Okay, the other one. This lionfish taking over coral reef. So in fact, this species can he hits like herbivores species. I don't know if you know that. Is like the species which regulates like the algae, and if you take off this species which regulates the algae can grow up, okay? And this the algae are very like nocive for the environment if it's not regulated, and that's why it's very bad for the coral reef, okay? The other one. The third point is, I think it's the main one. This species is venomous. He has like 18 spines on his body, but it's very important to notice that it's not life-threatening to humans. Okay, the spines are venomous, but if you take off these spines, it's cool. Okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, the pain is strong. I know, not I know because I didn't taste it. I don't want it, but it's just very important to notice that if you, it is not dangerous. It's not like fatal for human. Okay, and my last point is this fish, as I said before, is a predator, and it can eat like many species and also commercial species, and so it's very difficult and it's a big issue for the fishermen because they will not fish. They will. The species that they fish normally will be maybe disappear if nothing gets done with this species, because as I said before, this species can grow up very fast, so horrible. But the other one, I have the solution, two solutions in fact. We can eat them. Yes, it's true. In fact, this is my project, okay? When I was talking with the fisherman, they told me that, okay, we have the lionfish, we have the lagopsado. I said, okay, I take the lionfish. It's my project. And I will convince you to eat them. And they say, no, we don't want to die. But no, in fact, in many countries, they eat them. So I will explain you how to cook this fish, and I will show you because I did it. I did it myself these few days before. So, before to begin, there is like several ways to cook the lionfish, many recipes, like ceviche with the raw meat, as you can see. It's okay. The soup, because we can do everything with the soup, and we can use many fish for the soup, and so also this one. And the other one is the fillet. So now I will explain you how to clean the lionfish to eat with a delicious recipe. Okay. So the first step is to cut all the stones with scissors, okay? Because these spines in the blue one are so venomous. So on the back, sorry, on the back of the fish, there are so 13 spines venomous, and this one are not venomous, but there are two there and three there, okay? But the advice is to cut all, okay? That's is better. So you cut like this with the scissors, and you cut everything, and you have, so this is me with some gloves, because it was the first time for me to with these experiences. So I was like, okay, I will put some glove because I don't know how to manipulate this fish now, but now I know, so I can take over the glove. So the next step is when you, so this was the first lionfish that I took off the spines, and you can see inside the mouth of this lionfish, I found this little fish. So he's a carnivore that as I said before, and this is a big issue because it's a proof that this fish can hit like commercial fish, okay? But it's a small one, but it's one. So after that, you cut the head, and you get it. You do take off everything inside the fish, and you have this result. So I think in this box there are like 10 individuals. Anyway, and after, this is the funny part, but the other part was also funny. Anyway, you need to wash them. You need to wash them to put on the fridge, okay? And after that, you take the fish, and you can put it on the grill or on the plancha. Okay, so it was yesterday night, because yesterday night we tasted the lionfish for the first time for, I think, mainly people. And we put with Jean-Pierre, the cooker, of course. I don't know if you are here, Jean-Pierre. Anyway. And so he put like some oil and lemon to cook this lionfish, because it was the first time for everyone. So we were like, okay, we will try. We will see. And it was the result of so the cooking on the plate, okay? And so the things that I really wanted to know is if the fisherman likes this fish. And I invited the president of the Fisherman Association and also his friend. And this is a picture of their first impression about the lionfish. So it's very a good step for me for my project, and I really enjoyed this moment because I was almost crying. And so just the project is to wait a little bit and find a do a meeting, organize a meeting with all the fishermen to talk them about these experiences. And because I have the proof, they cannot say no. Anyway, so this is the first solution to manage this problematic of the lionfish. As you can see, there are like a lot of countries and regions that they also they eat the lionfish, and also in Amorgos, the island on Greece. And it's very funny because in Amorgos there is an association, IC Association, is an environmental marine association, and they created an event to promote the consumption, sorry, of the lionfish, of the alien species. And it was very interesting, but they didn't record it, so I was like, I'm waiting. But so it's very a good thing to know that some other island agree to taste it, to put on the menu, because this is the case. They put the lionfish on the menu, so it's a good news. Anyway, so the second solution is to use them to create some jewelry. In fact, yeah, it's very impressive, and as you can see just here, with the spines of this species, you can do many jewelry like earrings, rings, and necklace. And this jewelry was made like in Guadeloupe, I know it, and this is a good point for the local people, because they can create a new business. So that's it. And so to finish, this has the advantages to consume this species, to use it as an advantage. It's to help to regulate the population of this fish, to participate to the maintain of the marine ecosystem. And as I said before, the local people can create a new business, like with the food and the jewelry. They can bring new customers and tourists on the island because it's very tasty, and I tasted it, and it is. And there are a lot of vitamin inside it. Yeah, and I will finish with this picture. When the lionfish is free on the sea, is a bad lionfish. When you, I don't have the word, sorry. Yeah, when you kill, yeah, sorry, okay, yeah. When you kill the lionfish, it's a good lionfish, but when it's on your plates, it's a great lionfish. Thank you.